Music, one of life's greatest pleasures, has tremendous power. The power to bring a tear to the eye or quiet a racing mind. Music also has the power to heal and has been used through the ages to treat depression, create energy, induce sleep, relieve chronic pain, reduce stress, and even cure diseases. And now, musician and author Michael Tyrrell has created Whole Tones, the healing frequency music projects. These frequencies were studied in the music of King David and believed to have astounding healing effects. Now you can benefit from this revitalized ancient healing music therapy simply by listening daily to this music in the comfort of your own home, car, or office. Reward yourself with the gift of healing and transformation. Don't miss this opportunity to get an absolutely free sample of this music so that you can begin benefiting right away. Just visit WholeTonesLive.com and get a free sample of these soothing, relaxing, revitalizing musical tones. Visit WholeTonesLive.com today for your free sample. That's WHOLETONES Live.com. WholeTonesLive.com.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Life Coach Show with your host, Andrea Lavalle. Andrea is the creator and founder of the Empowerment Coaching Group and has created several empowering workshops and services. Andrea is an empowerment coach, speaker, author, NLP practitioner, and a registered Reiki practitioner. She is also known for the innovative Reiki service known as Interactive Reiki, designed to help you raise your vibration and heal your body and mind. To learn more about Andrea, her coaching, and her services, you can visit her website at www.theempowermentcoachinggroup.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host of the Life Coach Show, Miss Andrea Lavalle.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of the Life Coach Show. I'm so excited about today's guest. I can't wait to introduce her. So we won't wait much longer. But before I introduce her, I just have a few announcements of my own. I'm really excited that finally I am ready to go to teach Reiki courses, Reiki training. So I'm going to be teaching Level 1 Reiki this July 25, Saturday. So it's going to be 2 Saturdays, July 25, and then the following Saturday, which would be August 1st. Okay, so if you need more information on that, if you're interested in learning Reiki, wonderful, wonderful tool, please contact me through my Facebook or through my website, and I can give you more information. So that's Reiki Level 1, July 25. Another exciting event that I have coming up, it's called the Happiness Event, this Saturday from 11 to 5, July 4th, and I'm partnered with 2 wonderful people who does music mantras, and it's just amazing the things they do to help you shift your vibration, and I'll be doing some Reiki techniques to also help you shift your vibration. So it'll be a full day of creating a whole new identity around happiness and feeling peace and feeling joyful. So I'm really excited about that event, and that's this Saturday, July 4th. From 11 to 5, again, if you need more information, you can contact me through my Facebook or my website, theempowermentcoachinggroup.com. Okay, so today's guest, I'm so excited because I had her on the show once a few months ago, and the show did not work out. Sometimes these things happen, and I had to delete the show, and I felt so bad, and I'm very excited to have her back. Tina is a 4-time cancer survivor and a single mom with 4 kids. She has a passion for life for sure. She's a distinguished Toastmaster award winner. She loves to help others, just like myself. She's a business coach, communication coach, life coach, and with over several decades worth of certifications. She's a keynote speaker and helps you to become one too. She is a 36-year volunteer with the Red Cross and has helped many businesses to get more noticed. So welcome to the show, Tina Gaisin. Tina, am I saying your last name right? We should have practiced.
Gaisin like raisin, and thank you.
Gaisin like raisin. Yeah, I said that. I'm like, okay, it's like raisin. So welcome to the show, Tina, again. But this time, it's all good. We're all good today, and it's just you, which is wonderful. So
thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Did I miss anything in your intro? I mean, my goodness, 36 years with the Red Cross, 4-time cancer survivor. What else is on that list?
Oh, I have my own business, and this is my second business. I had a very successful one in the past, but always looking forward. I have a great business currently called Fill the Room.
Fill the Room, yes. I love that name, and I'm looking forward to learning more about Fill the Room. So let's start off with what caused you to join Toastmasters?
Well, I was working for a Fortune 100 company, and the president of the Canadian part of this said, you need to come to this meeting. And for me, whenever the president says come, I say sure, because he actually does the most, and he's making the most money, so you have to follow along, especially with the Fortune 100 company. Mm-hmm. And the funny story was, this lady had come on to our club, which was in our corporate location, and she started talking about shoes and how they relate to sex. And I paid attention. I thought, well, if she can talk about that, I can definitely do this. And I really felt that it changed my life, because Toastmasters is about helping everybody around the world be a better leader and better communicator. And it's a 90-year-old organization as of October 22nd last year.
Wow.
And people still don't know about Toastmasters. When I first heard about it, it was about 20 years ago, somebody told me that they go with all these old people and all they do is make toast. And I thought, okay, that sounds boring. But fast forward, I've helped a lot of people, and other people have helped me. And, you know, you become friends. And it doesn't matter what part of the world you go to, you can actually call up a Toastmaster, and they will open their arms and share everything with you. So it's very cool.
Really? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, Toastmasters is great. I've never done Toastmasters. I've gone to several Toastmaster meetings, but it's definitely on my bucket list to do a Toastmaster, because we could all improve in our communication and in how we communicate, and you know, because one of the things that I don't like to do, I love radio. No one sees me. I could talk. I could ask my guest questions. I love connecting with people. But I don't like introducing myself and speaking in front of people. I feel like I never know what to say. So do you think Toastmasters could help me with that?
Absolutely. I'd love to invite you to our club. I've helped start about 5 clubs in Toastmasters in the Toronto GTA area. Mm-hmm. We have a group called Inclusive Toastmasters, and we are a teaching club and love helping others. But we're always looking to grow Toastmasters. So if you have an idea of how you want to start a group, so whether it's corporate or a community group, or even we have a group in Niagara that's actually about all these Trekkies, which is very, very cool. So if you like Star Trek, that would be a great place to go. But it will help you with your filler words. I never knew I did filler words, but I have a favorite word. It's so, and I can probably do the most amount of so's anywhere. But one of the things you get to learn is to be more cognizant of what you're saying and how you're saying it, and that make it more interesting. So when you're talking, if you don't smile, you sound like you're boring, like I am right now. Or you can smile, and it sounds really exciting. So even just intonation, and when you're in person, your body language and how you do it, but even on the phone or on live radio like we're doing right now, people can hear your passion. And if you're not passionate, you're not using different vocal variety, you're going to be boring and nobody will want to listen to you. So there's a lot of benefits to Toastmasters, and I could go on and on and on, but you don't want him to talk about it forever. But if you want more information, I'd be happy to help you through finding the right club or starting your own club, because that would be very, very, very interesting for most people.
Wonderful. Well, I've always heard wonderful, amazing things about Toastmasters from friends that I do know that did join a Toastmaster, and they have nothing but wonderful things to say about it. So it's a beautiful concept, and you said it's been around for 90 years, so, you know, they must have done something right in helping so many people.
Well, and we have to help each other in order to succeed. So one of the things that we do is, I went traveling. Every time I travel, I actually go to other clubs around the world, and it's a lot of fun. It's interesting to see that we all do the same sort of core things, but we do it in a different way and bring our own flavor to it. So it's amazing how that happens.
Wonderful. Love it. Love it. I know you're very passionate about it as well. So how does one reach a DTM level? So tell us what a DTM is, and how do you reach that level?
Distinguished Toastmaster, and basically it means don't time me. I'm just kidding. But basically, you have to help a lot of people. You have to take a lot of leadership roles. You have to do a lot of speeches, and there's people that will help you along the way. But you have to mentor other people, and you have to really grow as a person, as a leader, as a communicator, and you can get to the distinguished Toastmaster level. Some people take a long time to get there. Once you're there, you actually, if you have those 3 letters behind your name, a lot of people from around the world will reach out to talk to you, and you get to meet a lot of wonderful, wonderful people around the world.
Wow, amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On that, yeah. So can you give us some tips on how to help us speak without fear?
So fear is false evidence appearing real. And even as a distinguished Toastmaster or any level, we sometimes choke. We have our things that make us feel so nervous. So one of the things that I actually learned a long time ago was, yes, you have butterflies in your stomach, but you need to have them fly in formation so that you know that you're okay to. One of the other things for me, and this is just a little thing, is I clap ahead of time. You just get your hands clapping, and it's like this noise, sorry for the noise, but basically you're clapping and you're getting yourself excited, and standing up and projecting makes you feel good, but you need to feel good by the way you look and the way you feel. And for me, eating ahead of time, maybe not such a great thing. So sometimes not eating is good beforehand. So that way, if you're feeling like you have to use the washroom from up and down, then you're not going to be sick either way. But a lot of times people are fearful. Fear of speaking is the greatest fear of any of the fears that we have. People rather die than speak. And I know a lot of people that have actually won awards based on their public speaking who at the beginning were so fearful they didn't even want to come into a Toastmaster meeting or speak at all. And a lot of these speakers now are authors, which is totally amazing too. So everybody has a story. It's about painting a picture and letting others help you paint that picture.
Really, yeah. Wow, that's amazing that they've won awards knowing, I mean, you see them at that point in their life and you're thinking, wow, they're so confident, but not knowing that, you know, maybe a year ago they were, you know, terrified.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And I love that you said everyone has a story, because that's one of my passions. Because once I discovered my voice and once I started sharing my story, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm compiling an anthology book and one of my stories is finding my voice and sharing my story. And I think that's amazing that people can get to that point where they can speak and share their story, because everyone's story is so inspiring.
That's amazing. I'd love to read your book.
Yes, I'll let you know when it's out, yeah.
Well, maybe I can help you.
Wow, yeah. Well, speaking of story, you survived cancer 4 times. You're a 4-time cancer survivor. How has that changed your life?
Well, people don't, when I say the C word, and that's the cancer word, people actually get afraid of me. I'm only a little person. I'm under 5 foot, and I'm not going to tell you how little, but I'm under 5 foot. And having cancer 4 times, it makes you really take charge of what your life is. If you look at your life and you have to say, okay, what do I need to do to change what's been going on in the past, and how can I forgive and forget all the things that were the bad things and move on? And how many people can I touch by telling my story? Because I believe there's a real reason that I'm here. If I wasn't here, that'd be a different story. But I am here. I'm here to help others. So if you think that you're going to have cancer, or you're afraid because some of your family members have it, or you've just been diagnosed, or this is your second time, whatever, I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to help you through that process. And I truly believe that the power of your story, the power of telling, and friendships, and there's a really great organization called Gilda's Club. Gilda Radner, who was always my mentor in Saturday Night Live, she started, because she knew she was going to be dying, she started this club called Gilda's Club. And Gilda's Club Toronto has been amazing to me, and I always give back to them. And it's a great organization. And if you want to donate to a great organization, this is the one. They help children, adults, and seniors. Unfortunately, cancer touches us all, and 1 in 3 people will have cancer. And it's not going away anytime soon, but I'm here to tell you that you can get through it. There are so many things out there that will help you through, and I would prefer that nobody ever has cancer again, and that I'd be the last person to have cancer, and that would be it. But knowing that that's not going to happen, know that, and the power of prayer. I really believe in the power of prayer, and know who you are and not be afraid to talk about it. That's really key.
Wow, amazing, Tina. I really admire you to even talk about the fact that, you've come this far in your survival, and now it really changes you. You don't survive cancer once, twice, 3, even 4 times without wanting to share your experience. So that's amazing that you're willing to do that. And thanks for letting us know about Gilda's Club. I wasn't aware of that, so that's good to know.
Well, every year I run for them, whether it's a run walk. I do the Scotiabank Marathon, and part of what they do is they actually have a fundraising aspect, and I'm always one of the top 10 fundraisers for Gilda's Club because I believe in giving back. And now I've been members of other organizations that help people with cancer. The Gilda's Club gives back directly to the people and the family and supports even caregivers or even how to talk to children about cancer. So it's my passion. I have a lot of passions, but Gilda's Club is totally amazing, and it's just a great organization. There's nothing more I can say other than they're totally amazing.
Great. Good to know. I wasn't aware of them, so great. Thank you for sharing that. And speaking of fundraising, so you're a CEO, you're president of Fill the Room. Tell us more about Fill the Room. Like, how could it assist me and our listeners? What is Fill the Room?
Fill the Room is an event planning, event promotion company, but it's a marketing company on steroids. And I say that in that normally when you go to an event, it's a pre-made event, and people just come to your event, and that's it. You have it pre-made. But I talk to the client. For example, you have Reiki sessions. You're going to be teaching level 1 on a couple of Saturdays, and you have this event this Saturday, and on July 4th.
Right.
And I bet you the hardest part of this is filling the room with people. So what I do is I sit down with you and I help you, number one, create this event, and I can help you come up with a theme. Then I help you find who your ideal client is and how do we reach them. I can give you we can work on a social media strategy. We can work on an old type of marketing school type thing where you pick up the phone and invite people on current day. So again, the social media strategy, the email strategy, and also how to have things that are coming soon in the future in marketing. So maybe a digital presence, maybe having the show as one of your ways of springboarding to having a greater amount of people at your event. Mm-hmm. But I help you, the client, so it's not my vision, it's your vision, and I help you create that vision, whether it be a book launch, whether it be just an event, whether it be a series of educational seminars. Maybe I haven't thought about it yet, but what we do is we sit together, and if you think it, I'll help you create it.
Wow, this is so needed. This is wonderful. So I know you mentioned social media a little bit in there, and usually a lot of that gets a little bit inundated. So what are some of the other things you would do, so as coaches, usually we kind of know how to market, right? Usually, not all of us. But what would you do differently that maybe a coach may not do or someone else may not do?
So I believe in working on somebody's strengths. So as a coach, and I'm a coach too. So right. This comes with my whole life of being a communication, business, and life coach. Is that we're really good at one thing usually, and to figure out how to get more people, sometimes by taking it away from us and actually having somebody say how wonderful we are, then it's actually helpful to that too. So if I were to say, hey, Andrea, look how wonderful am I? Am I just terrific? You should tell me how wonderful I am. It doesn't come across as well as if I say, hey, Andrea, you're really great. You need to be listening to Andrea. She's a great Reiki. She's a great coach, and she has a great show. It's just a nicer way of doing it. So by helping you create that event, there's a lot of strategies I use, and we don't have a long enough show to go through them all. Right. But I'd be happy to engage with anyone, and I always give free consultation for everybody. You can go to my website, filltheroom.ca, on my contact us scheduling tool, and I can see if you need my service. Sometimes I may just say, no, you don't need my service. This is all you need to do, and you go to it. I love helping others. It's just who I am. I've always been like that. I've been a volunteer with not just Red Cross, but other organizations. A lot of people said, so what don't you do? So over my lifetime, I've always helped others. It's just key to who I am and what I want to do. So by giving to others, it comes back tenfold. And by helping you and your group that's listening in today, you can actually do what you're great at, and that's the coaching part. And I just help you fill your room with your ideal client. Oh. And I don't always believe it's a one-time thing. It's always leading to something else, so that you're also getting more of your target. I believe it's different than your target. Your target is just anyone with skin and bones and blood, but an ideal client is who you really want to work with or partner with. Oh,
I love that. So what I got out of that is I could focus on my business, and you take care of all the stuff that I hate to do.
Correct.
Yeah. Perfect.
So you may be good at doing it, but you may not like it so much, so focus on what you're really great at.
Exactly. Yeah. And what kind of feedbacks do you get from your clients? Because you and I were similar, and we're very passionate about helping people, and that's why I have this radio show. Is I love helping the coaches. I love having them, come on and talk about their business and what they like to do and what they're passionate about, and then it's about empowering the audience. You might not have ever thought about hiring a coach or a mentor, but the power of accountability and the power of really having someone to bring your ideas to and having that second support or second eye is so powerful. So what kind of feedbacks do you get from people?
Well, one of the models that I've always taken is a collaboration model. So it's not just about me. It's never about me, about who I am. It's about what the client wants. Mm-hmm. So by going through that, now sometimes I'll say the client really wants to do it their way. I'm cool with that as long as the ROI afterwards shows that was the right way to do it. But a lot of the times we are doing something that may be in uncharted territory, that the client wants it one way, and that's not necessarily the right way to do it, but they're so ready not to change that that's what they want to do. But again, it's not about me. It's about helping the client to be the best they can be and making use of their strengths and not their weaknesses. I would never, ever say to a client, hey, you're not too great at this. That would be awful. So I help them. A lot of times, even in this day and age, that clients don't really know how to use social media. And I like social media because it's another way to get known. It's to create a buzz about people. If I were to Google you, it's another way to find that you're interesting, not just one-sided. So it's a three-dimensional type of person as opposed to just a one-dimensional type. So in terms of feedback, the clients are always giving me feedback. It's a communication right from the get-go, and it's a give and take the whole way. So I'm not surprised. If there is an event or if it's a virtual event, how it's happening, I am working with them and getting feedback the whole way. So I hope that answers your question.
Right. I'm just going to clarify. I was looking more for more testimonial, like
Oh, so yeah. So I have testimonials. Sometimes we as coaches, we're even bad at saying, okay, can you please write a testimonial how great this was? So I do have, if you look on, I haven't added them to my website yet, but I do have some on LinkedIn, and I need to create some more.
A few common phrases that people might be saying about your company that you feel kind of build some credibility around, what you do.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing.
So Fill the Room, pretty much people know what Fill the Room is by its name.
Right, definitely.
I help you fill the room with your, and people get that. So they like that, but they like that they get to learn as they grow too. So it's not just about my growth, it's about their growth. So one of the comments that somebody said to me was, people are just, you tell them they have to come, and they're always coming. It's about growing not just corporate entities, by the way. I also help with fundraising initiatives. So if you were like a not-for-profit or a charity, I help them grow. So we had one event that was supposed to have 250 people. Absolutely no social media was allowed. And we had 750 people show up. And they were so appreciative that every year they come back, this charity comes back, they say they want that Tina person. We love the way she fills the room. And you know what? There's no greater comment than somebody saying we really want that Tina person that has the passion that helps them do what they need to do. And whether you be a corporate entity, a charity, not-for-profit, a school, an author, a sole proprietor, there's a way for you to grow your bottom line and margins, helping your margins so that you're making more money. So it's very, very doable. And one thing people say to me, though, is, we really thought you're going to charge us too much. So I'll work within your budget. If you're a startup and you need help getting that push out the door and you're really afraid to do this, I still can work within your budget. I do have, but I will work with people's budgets. And then as you grow, we grow too. So.
That is amazing. And that's what I was looking for. I'm like, surely you're bringing in the numbers, because you've been around, this company's been around for how long? It's not new.
The company's been 3 years old, but it's been many decades in working with other people that I always fill the room for them or created events for them.
Yeah.
But marketing is just a neat way of doing it. I bring a new flavor to it, and each time it's totally different. And the other thing is I don't do competing people. So if I have you as a coach, or let's say I use you as a coach, I won't do the same either. I usually don't do another coach, or if it's non-competing coaches. Right? Mm-hmm. So non-competing business, non-competing geographic areas, and that's just who I am, my integrity. I don't want to accidentally share something that one other person would do.
Wonderful.
And,
thank you for that, because that's very powerful. Bring back that Tina girl, a Tina lady. Yeah. I love that. So
the other thing is, Andrea.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a part of a great association. I'm going to give them a plug. We're known as CAMP or campers, but it's called Canadian Association for Marketing Professionals. And they really changed my life. They changed my life by helping me to see that, working with clients that were not the right clients, and sometimes you will have those, it's time to move on from them, and you learn something from your clients that maybe aren't the nicest ones, but by being with an association, you can shine so many different ways. And they have marketing awards that they do, and I just love them, and they help me to be an advisor, and I love sharing what they do. So
that's amazing. Wow, thank you for that. So just a few minutes left, Tina. What's next for you? Let's start with that. What's next for you, and how can we contact you?
You can contact me through my website. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, but the best way to reach me is through my website, filltheroom.ca. Go to the contact page. I have a scheduling tool there. Book a telephone call with me or a sit-down meeting or anything, and you can do double meetings. It's my pleasure to chat with you. You can email me at tina@filltheroom.ca, but the scheduling tool is probably the best. Connect with me. I would be happy to help you, even if it's that one burning question that you have. And what's next for me? Well, I'm a sailor, and I'm supposed to go, depending on the weather tomorrow, on a hot air balloon ride, and I'd love to share that. But it's been canceled 5 years in a row. So in terms of, I haven't created this event, but always have a backup plan, and always have something that you back up your backup plan, because if the weather's wrong or, it doesn't matter. You can still have a great event. You can still help others. And what's next? I hope that one of your listeners is going to contact me, and that we're going to help make a great story that I didn't know was going to exist till today.
Well, that would be great, because that would bring me much joy. One of my listeners contact you, and I know it will make you happy as well. So nothing like making my guests happy, which always makes me happy. Well, I'm so excited that you were able to come on my show. I would love to have you back. You're a wonderful guest, lots to share, and I love that about you. Okay, so everyone, that's filltheroom.ca if you want to connect with Tina. Tina, should we offer a deal for people who listen to the show? Should we offer like a complimentary? Yeah, go ahead.
So anyone that wants to contact me, and I need all your listeners that are on this show, I will give them an hour free service. If they need a little bit more, I can give them that too, but I'd be happy to connect with them. They connect with me, book an appointment. I'll give them an hour free service.
Okay, great. So just mention the Life Coach Show, 1 hour complimentary from Tina, complimentary, coaching or? Whatever
they need. I will have a yes, I'll give them, and I said, even if it's a little bit more than an hour, I don't look at the clock. I would be happy to help them. I can problem solve for them. We can strategize. I'd be happy to help them with what they need to grow as people. So it would be anyone.
And I know how genuine you could be. So she means it. She doesn't look at the clock. She's good. Okay, well, thank you, Tina, so much. That was wonderful. I would love to have you back. And
I hope so. Thank you.
Yeah,
Andrea.
you know,
I love the show.
I'm a little bit bummed out. 5 years in a row, that hot air balloon. That's too bad. But anyway, so that's filltheroom.ca, 1 hour free. Mention the Life Coach Show, and you're all set. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again for listening to the Life Coach Show. I will be back very soon. I have a busy July planned for you guys. So until next time, stay empowered. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tina.
Bye.